Good day today. I thought all week, as you know, I said on Monday, we had a little extra pep in our step, which was good. Um, no injury updates for Monday. Everybody that we talked about on Monday is they're all still the same status. So we know what we got, and guys had a really good week. And we got about 48 hours to mental prep, getting our bodies right so we can be fast at kickoff. Questions?
You said a little extra pep in your step. Obviously, you'd expect something like that with such a big matchup. Because it is a bigger matchup and so much is being made, do you want to see that, or is it?
I think it's, we've studied the GPS catapult numbers, and last year our two biggest player load weeks in practice was leading up to the USC game and leading up to the rivalry game in Dallas. So we cut periods down a little bit this week, just knowing that these guys, they're just going to go, and it's nothing that's talked about. Nobody's been instructed to do that. It just happens on weeks like this.
I know you probably don't encourage it, but what's the feeling like in the locker room after hearing what LSU was saying in their interviews, the trash talk that they're throwing out there?
Oh, it's irrelevant. We're concerned about us. We'll let our play do our talking.
Coach, these home and homes, especially for you guys, do you like them? The 2 seasons back to back like that, and how much hype do they create in a year like this?
They're great for our fans, obviously, to have a marquee game like that at home every other year. Travel's a little bit much on some of these that are on our schedule for the road part of it, but I do like testing ourselves early in the season. I think it prepares us for our league, and it's a very deep league from top to bottom, and so I do like facing some competition that is certainly on the level that LSU is, and so again, you asked me my opinion, we would do it a bit differently with a different opponent every year, but you're one of the few that are asking my opinion. So,
in your career, though, have you ever had one that you said, I don't think this is going to work out for us on any level, like you said, travel, competition, anything?
No.
Tom, is David up to speed enough to work this weekend, or are you kind of going this weekend saying you have 2 running backs?
Yeah, 2, and right now, if both of them were to have to miss some time, probably Mason Ramirez would be the third guy to go in. And David's going to be fine. It's just Sunday till now trying to, and I don't know. We'll talk about it as a staff tomorrow. We kind of go over all of our substitution plans, contingency plans on Friday. But if we did play David, we'd obviously have to be pretty simple because there's certain things he knows really well and certain things he doesn't know really at all right now.
I think on his first play, Sean had no problem taking off and blocking the guy that was coming off the edge. How has he developed as a pass blocker and pass protection?
He's so strong. I think being an early enrollee and having a whole off season with our strength staff has really helped. But he came in strong, powerful, and the dude ain't scared. He's a physical guy. So that part of it has never been an issue since we moved him. Assignments can get a little dicey from time to time, but right now we feel good about it.
I know you talk about 1-0, but these guys are human too. They know it's a big game.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you tell them to approach the next 48 hours psychologically?
Yeah, just like any big game we played, whether it's the Sugar Bowl or the championship game, the rivalry game. We've had some big games. We've got a lot of experience with it, and we tell them we're not changing. We don't ever change what we do. It's time tested. But when you have a team that's as talented and as well coached as LSU coming in, you probably just want to do what you do, and just do a little more of it, a little better, a little longer, get in a little bit earlier, just a little bit more. But don't change what we do, because the way that we prepare is time tested.
But
Maybe
what's the
backing on-
difference? What's the difference now when you have guys who know how to win, who've been through the Sugar Bowl, OU, Missouri, as opposed to previously where the guys are trying to figure it out?
I think that's a real thing. And the only part where I see it being a thing is their confidence level. You know, I think there was a lot of guys in previous years that it was, I think this is going to happen, where, you know, we've got most of our team now saying, I know what's necessary, I know what's going to happen, rather than kind of think, and it allows them to be aggressive and much less tentative.
Coach, what do you think, in your opinion, is harder to prepare for, Steve Ensminger offense or a Dave Aranda defense?
They're both equally difficult, and they're very well coached. The scheme is fantastic on both sides of the ball, and at the end of the day, we're in a player's game. And they got great players. You know, the offensive line, defensive line really stand out to me. The secondary stands out to me, and then certainly the quarterback. You know, and with my history with Joe, and you know, I know what he's gotten here and here. You know, he's a tough nut to crack.
A guy like
No time for two last ones?
a guy like Sam, who kind of seems to thrive in these big game situations. Are you seeing him take even more of a leadership role, or are you seeing any difference in him, or is he kind of steady Eddie no matter?
Same guy, which is pretty intense. So I don't think he's got a level above what he normally is.
Is this the first time you're coaching against Dave?
No, the Big Ten championship in 2014, he was the defense coordinator at Wisconsin. I think that's the only other time. You got one.
And given where the program's been over the last
New York
decade,
Times, holy smokes.
better or worse, given where the program's been over the last decade or so, can you talk about how a game like this, win or loss, affects your program's momentum going forward? How do you see it? Or does it just...
No, we don't really believe in momentum, you know, good or bad, especially from a week-to-week basis. You know, throughout a game, the course of a game, there is different energy levels that we've got to withstand or capitalize on. But I mean, we're going to wake up Sunday, win or lose, and have to get ready for the next opponent. And you know, we'll learn from it, win or lose, and continue to improve.